A guy walks into a bar carrying a paper bag. He sits down, orders a drink, and puts his bag on the bar. The bartender says, "What do you have in the bag?" The guy reaches into the bag and pulls out a tiny piano, a piano stool, and a tiny man. The little man jumps on the piano stool and begins playing. The bartender says, "That's pretty cool. Where did you get that?" The guy reaches into the bag again and pulls out a brass lamp. He says, "This is a magic lamp. If you rub it, a genie will come out and grant you one wish." The bartender rubs the lamp, and sure enough, a genie comes out and asks the bartender what he would like to wish for. The bartender says, "I want $1,000,000. A few minutes later, a duck walks into the bar, followed by more and more ducks. Pretty soon the bar is overrun with ducks. The bartender says, "Hey, is this genie hard of hearing? I didn't ask for 1,000,000 ducks, I asked for $1,000,000. The guy says, "Ha, ha, do you think I asked for a 12-inch pianist?" A farmer got pulled over by a state trooper for speeding, and the trooper started to lecture the farmer about his speed, and in general began to throw his weight around to try to make the farmer uncomfortable. Finally, the trooper got around to writing out the ticket, and as he was doing that, he kept swatting at some flies that were buzzing around his head. The farmer said, "Having some problems with circle flies there, are you?" The trooper stopped writing the ticket and said, "Well, yeah, if that's what they are, I never heard of circle flies." So the farmer says, "Well, circle flies are common on farms. They're called circle flies because they're almost always found circling around the back end of a horse." The trooper says, "Oh," and goes back to writing the ticket. Then after a minute he stops and says, "Hey, wait a minute, are you trying to call me a horse's back end?" The farmer says, "Oh no, officer. I have too much respect for law enforcement and police officers to even think about calling you a horse's back end." The trooper says, "Well, that's a good thing," and goes back to writing the ticket. After a long pause, the farmer says, "Hard to fool them flies though." Everyone says that if you want something, you should ask for it. So here's me asking, subscribe if you want more.